he pointed y'all to Screaming Wind over Malar's throat, and then he also mentioned some undead over in Old City themselves. Those were kind of the two leads that y'all had. We just kind of finished up with Screaming Wind. We kind of left it right at there at the end of that deal. So that's where we'll pick up. But the next lead in Old City is kind of the last one before the like finale of this little Dreamer's Amulet arc.
We also got the mines. The worm.
There is so much outside of Port Nyanzaru. This was just kind of while you were here in this little port.
And we're looking for Alabaster Bold, Order of the Gauntlet.
Yep, he's the lead. He's the point man for Order of the Gauntlet that was inspecting the appearances of the undead, the missing people. And I might have failed to mention there was reports of a priest who had gone crazy. And he was the one said to be responsible for the undead. I think I left out the priest part.
You said religious people, but you didn't say crazy
Okay,
people.
Yeah. Well, you aren't that far away from level 4.
Let's do it. Level 4 then?
Not yet, but after tonight, it could be close after tonight.
I mean, you can fudge it a little bit. We can be 4 right now.
Yo.
Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Are we rolling for stuff or?
No, we put a pause on that after the last one.
We've done it. We've ruined it.
What it actually was, it was 10 rolls, and that was the 10th roll. And it's crazy that you hit a 1 on the 10th roll.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, I'm like, y'all are level 3, and I can't do that right now. I genuinely never thought it was going to happen anyways. It was kind of one of those, like, I put it on the table just for fun. And then it was like, oh, it actually happened.
Right.
Oh, I wasn't actually expecting that.
Yeah. Now I get to kill my party.
Yeah, so I mean, we're level 3. Like, we're not ready for that.
Not everything in the world is level 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris said he'd be there in about 45 minutes. So
yeah,
I would assume we have to go ahead and start.
Yeah. So are y'all all back on the map for Port Nyanzaru?
Yep.
All right, cool. So where we left off, we were at the altar. Is there, I mean, do y'all want to pick up right there, or do we want to go ahead and kind of fast forward back to Malar's throat, the Screaming Wind? Or is there anything y'all wanted to do after that encounter?
No.
I think we had done looted, and we were headed back, and we said that's kind of where we're stopping.
Yeah. Because Krim, you'd already gotten everything you needed from the the fallen compadre, huh?
Say that again.
It said you'd already gotten what you needed from your fallen compadre, right?
Who are we talking about?
Your servant.
Oh, the little thing. Oh, yeah. I picked that up off the ground. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I thought you had said that, and I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You said compadre. I'm thinking, like, did we lose somebody? Or
All right. Then we'll go ahead and I'll say after y'all, who has the piece of the amulet, though? Because I know Chris had one piece. Did he have both, or did Dieter put it in his backpack?
Dieter had it.
I have it in my pack.
That's right. So I will say, as soon as you kind of put it in your pack, the grungs are defeated. The altar's subsiding. As y'all begin to leave, you notice all the plant life around you almost immediately starts to revert back to its natural looking form. Kind of that diseased looking infection of the plant life, the kind of the blight or taint that had hit the land immediately begins to subside as you're making your way back to Malar's throat. And we'll say it's an uneventful venture back.
Can I find some healthy ground? I want to pull that thing out and kind of hold it near the ground and see what happens.
All right, are y'all all gathered close together?
Probably.
Hey, you're muted, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't be. I just had a whole bunch of people come in my house.
Yeah, no, you're good. Because I would say anybody close who has not had to make a saving throw against this thing needs to do so when it's pulled out of the backpack.
I do. I think maybe I'm the only one that. What is it? Saving throw?
Yeah, let me pull it back up.
I know I didn't. I know for sure.
Yeah, I want to say you and Trevor are the only two that didn't. Trevor had the saves against the scream, the high-pitched scream, but he didn't come in contact with the artifact itself.
Well, I had the artifact. I was the first one to roll against the artifact because
Yeah, it was me and Trevor that rolled off the bat.
Yeah,
He made his and I missed mine.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Then we'll go with Ted only. Shoot, where is it?
just shut the door.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom. I guess I can't touch myself before then.
I think you're good.
I think I'm good.
So you do as Dieter pulls it from his backpack and pulls it out. You catch your eyes. The kind of glistening of the body itself kind of catches your eye, and it almost becomes a little bit mesmerizing to you. Kind of almost drawing you in as you find yourself sort of almost staring at it, and then it just you kind of snap out of it. Kind of like, what was that about? Dieter, you notice as you hold it in your hand and put it close to the ground, it seems to not have an effect, or you don't see anything change with the ground itself.
Okay. Are the plants around me?
What's that?
Are the plants around me?
Yeah, no, it seems to whatever reason that this artifact might have been causing the blight, it seems to not be taking effect, having been removed from the altar where the sacrifices were taking place.
All right. Now I'll put it back in my pack.
All right. So you'll put it back in your pack. Making your way back to Malar's throat, you will meet up with Screaming Wind, the Tabaxi. I'm going to pull us over to Malar's throat.
Oh yeah.
What was his friend's name?
We'll say you'll meet back up with him. Are you sitting there kind of in Malar's throat as y'all come back to the...
So So we're hanging out with Screaming Wind again?
Yeah, I'd say you meet back up with him, as y'all approach back in Mallard's Throat. It's at this point, because it is kind of a rough terrain in the jungle, and especially because y'all have had some heavy rainfall this day. It's getting close to dark. Most of the people are kind of subsiding to their homes. Screaming Wind is still maybe up on the cliff, kind of keeping an eye out as y'all return to him. He spots y'all and greets y'all and welcomes y'all back, and lets you know. He says, "Companions, thank you so much for assisting and risking your lives to journey through this jungle here. Ash and Rock came back and told me how you had saved him, and I can't thank you enough." And as he kind of bows and shakes his hands to you in a grateful manner, he says he's filled me in on what he was able to kind of learn about the Petra folk seeming crazed and deranged and abducting people. Said there were some grungs and something about some sacrifices, but unfortunately it seems our search party was lost, but I can't thank you enough for saving his life.
As soon as he says the word grung, I'll pull the dead one out of my pack and be like, "Is this it?"
A little bit of a kind of like grotesque face. I mean, kind of like wasn't expecting that. And I said, yes, that is a grung. Which I will say that alone is unusual to see them this close. They're normally much further out in the jungle. They normally don't come this close to an established city such as the port.
Yeah. We can keep this one.
Yes, by all means, please do.
I mean, I don't want it.
Just to be clear, we are level 3, right?
Yes, y'all are level 3.
Okay. Completely.
I'll put my corpse back in my pack for now.
Oh, you're gonna keep it. I get it.
Well, I figured we can give it to the creature man.
As you're stuffing the grung back in your backpack, he'll kind of just say, so I take it you found the grungs and killed them.
Yes,
Yes.
we killed all of them.
The forest is already healing better.
He kind of shakes his head and nods. Says, yes, even this far to the edge of Mallard's Throat, where we first noticed the disease setting in, it seems to already be healing and returning to normal. So it seems whatever you did was definitely the fix for what was going on.
Excellent news.
With that, he kind of has a smile and he's like, sure do miss that sort of talk.
Yeah. We have a weird little friend. Anything else you needed from us?
He says, is there any more information you have about what caused this? I take it from what Ash and Rock had mentioned to me, he heard reports of the grungs in the Petra folk abducting people and conducting some sacrifices, but unfortunately the party was not able to confirm any of this. Did you find anything that would confirm his reports?
I mean, there was an altar. It looked like they were killing people on it.
They wanted, bro. They wanted me to get on it. I think because I'm tiny. I think they wanted me to hop on it, and I'm not saying they were gonna kill me, but they were awfully aggressive.
Says, well, that's certainly concerning. I do appreciate y'all taking care of this matter. This altar, did you see any sacrifices, or was there anything peculiar about this altar at all?
Rolling? What?
I don't know much about altars, to be honest with you.
I would know a good one from a bad one.
Yeah, dude.
It looked like it was just the rocks was stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've been around the block about a minute, and I've never seen tiny frogs stacking rocks and trying to sacrifice people. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, awkward or different, but that was it. It was tiny frogs stacking rocks. So yeah, that was out of place.
Yeah, it's definitely unusual. I will say there's a long history of tribalism here on the island of Cholt. I think you'll find there's probably altars and temples and ziggurats and ruins spread and lost all throughout this jungle. But it is strange that the grungs were sacrificing on it. That's unusual, and especially this close. There's nothing else you found?
We found these little spiky people that kept running out of the goddamn bushes, putting thorns in my ass.
Yeah, we heard reports of the nature itself sort of coming to life by this blight that was affecting the plant life. I would assume it was probably manifestations of that disease plaguing the land itself. Hopefully those will subside as well now that things seem to be returning to normal.
Sweet.
We hope so too.
This is I do have to ask, with sort of the unusual things that have been going on throughout the whole world with this death curse, so to speak, the plant life seeming to decay and die and rot and turn itself. We thought this might be connected in some way. Was there any indication that this might be connected to the death curse that you could find?
I'm gonna step over to Dieter and pull him away from the group. Like, you wanna tell him about the thing you're trying to give the plants back there?
Oh, I mean, it's not the first piece we have, right? I mean, they know about the pieces.
What can I hurt? This guy doesn't have anything.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
You're good.
This guy doesn't have anything to, hold over our head. Might as well tell him.
I would just say is that when I saw this thing, I wanted to take it, so we might have to fight him and kill him.
He's probably almost dead anyway. He got hit like 3 times by that bird.
It's okay with me. I don't think you can take it from us.
All right.
How many kids are in your house?
Them?
9 o'clock.
I know.
How about you get between us and then I'll show them.
Okay, fair enough. I'll turn around and be like, "No, we didn't find one other thing," and then I'll let you deal with it.
Yeah. Then I'll pull the piece of the fragment out of my bag.
All right, so as his eye catches it, you kind of see that same little gleam. Kind of, it's almost like he starts to get lost, and he kind of shakes himself too, and he says, it's a very unusual piece there. Do you mind if I just examine it for just a moment?
No. I would like to hold on to it, please.
I understand, but just a closer look.
I'll walk over to where he can see it, but I'm not going to let go of it.
Okay, that's fair enough. So he kind of takes a moment as he kind of looks over the sculpture, kind of the make of it. Can tell he's examining it pretty close. And this is a tabaxi who's native to the island of Cholt. And he says, well, this is certainly interesting. Definitely seems to be a piece of Yuan-Ti design. You can tell this appears to be a snake's body, or at least a part of it, as it seems to be broken in 2 places. And he says, Soggy Rin with the Harpers has mentioned some pieces of a artifact or some kind of relic or something that she's been hunting down that she thought might be connected to this death curse. I can't say for sure if it is, but I can say with certainty that this is of Yon Make. Seems very old, does seem to emanate some type of innate magic from it. I would ask if you do venture around that area to run into or encounter Soggy Rin, that perhaps show it to her. She might know a little bit more about it or might be interested in this piece.
I will say, Mr. Vin, that when we took the piece off the altar, the plants got better.
This is interesting. Well, I can't say for certain, but it certainly seems like maybe the sacrifices on the altar were empowering this artifact. And by removing it, perhaps maybe the potency of the inert magic within is beginning to wane. I would still be very cautious of this. I see you had it in your pack. I would recommend you leave it there. Even as I laid eyes on it, I could feel it sort of almost calling to me. I would keep it from wandering eyes.
I killed the pet robot for it.
You can see a little bit of confusion on his face, like he doesn't really understand the words you just said. It's just kind of like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ted didn't
I'm sorry,
understand.
guys. My dog's whining back here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Ted didn't understand that either. He's like, yeah, totally.
So how's your mom?
No, dude, Robbie Vinny lost his wallet in Memphis.
Oh, no.
We went. I took him to Peabody to eat breakfast, and we did the race thing. And he called me. He said, "Dude, we went back to my room because it was right at the finish line." And he's like, "Did I lose my wallet in your room?" No. And we couldn't find it. So I went back to the Peabody 3 times, didn't get returned. And to where they parked, because they'd drive in to park, and nothing. And so he canceled all his stuff. And was getting ready to go to the DMV, and some old man called him from Tennessee. I think it's from Tennessee. His daughter found it in the parking lot they parked in.
Oh, wow.
Like 2 days later.
Well, I'm glad he canceled everything.
Yeah.
At
Except
least he get his driver's license back, though. Hopefully.
Right. Yeah, he's going to get his license back.
He said it's in the mail. I talked to him yesterday.
Oh, yeah? I went all across the downtown Memphis area looking for that damn thing.
See, if you just put one of those Apple tile chips in everything.
Okay. What's funny is the guy that was sitting at our table that we ate breakfast at, it was a 2-person table, right?
Yeah.
He pulled his wallet out. He said he should get one of these, and it was a towel.
I brought you a dragon for the occasion.
So I don't know where he said he found it in their parking lot as far as paid park, whatever. So. But we walked over there. It was not there. Obviously, somebody picked it up. But Jackie teaches the same grade as his wife, so.
All right. Sorry about that.
You want to see something? Look at this.
You got a cat? Mine are in storage.
Just throw a bag of food on the floor and walk away.
No, they're in kennel.
Oh, gotcha. I gotta keep an eye on the little one, man. Our little dog, she's the one that'll just like fake having to go out just because like she wants a treat. Like she'll literally just sit there and whine and like go out and just like fake squat just to get a treat.
Smart. That's your smart dog.
Sometimes I'll just give it to her just because, you know what, you put in the effort.
Is that two?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Back to the game here. With that, Ashton Rock already paid y'all, right? You already took the gold before y'all left?
50 gold, and he said it was basically all they could scavenge together because they're dirt poor.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think it was 60 gold though.
Ah, okay.
Take it.
Nailed my tier sheet incorrect.
With that, I will say he kind of thanks y'all again and decides he's departing for his home as the sun is setting and it's kind of nighttime. I will say the heavy rain is sort of lightened up into more of just kind of a light rain, but it is getting dark. So where do y'all want to head to next?
Where we're going, I'm going to give everybody 10 gold from the sack. I don't know how Cav takes stuff. I don't know if he just lights it or like tripods himself or something.
You just hand it to me.
Okay. Anyway.
He's the piggy bank. You just slide the gold in.
That's what I was hoping.
All right, so we're back on the main map here. Y'all are currently over here in Malar's Throat. Y'all tell me where y'all want to head to next.
We need to get this piece back to
I'm looking up wild chick stuff.
Soggy Ren.
yeah, Soggy Ren is we need to take this piece back and get it into somebody like competent's hand. more competent than us for sure. And plus I don't want to be responsible. So
And come tomorrow, we'll probably all be fighting over it again.
you said it's late though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting dark. So sun's setting. It's getting dinner time. They said y'all are in Malar's Throat over here just outside the city gate.
And where do we find Soggy Ren?
Y'all were told that you can sometimes find her at Kaya's house. So number 18 on your map here is Thundering Lizard. That's where y'all been staying at. Kaya's house is actually right around the corner. Same kind of market word there. Y'all were kind of told Thundering Lizard is more the more common house. It's the more rowdy place to stay. Kaya's house is a little bit more of the prim and proper, a little bit more nicer place.
Yeah, let's go there. We'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all make y'all's way over to Kaya's house, over in the market ward, and literally it's like right around the corner from Thundering Lizard, where y'all were staying at. As y'all walk in, it is a bar as well, like a little tavern area where they serve food and drinks. Definitely is a quieter atmosphere. This is kind of the hour that everybody's getting off work and headed to the bar. Not as rowdy a group here, but you do find plenty of open tables where y'all can take a seat, get some drink and food. As you look around the room, because you've never actually met Soggy Ren before, but you do see various people in a little bit nicer clothes, kind of, like I said, it's a quieter atmosphere. People are sitting around talking. It's not the loud, rambunctious group of Thundering Lizard.
And we're just a bunch of muddy adventurers walking in from the jungle.
Pretty much, yeah. Y'all are definitely a sight. Y'all definitely turn heads when y'all walk in.
I mean, do we know? We don't even know what this person looks like. I guess we'll go to the bartender.
Yeah, barkeep. Ask him.
Yeah, I'll go ask him. I'll just ask him, hey, we're looking for a gentleman named Soggy Ran. Where is he?
With that, a sort of smile kind of almost crosses his face as he goes, she's sitting over there in the corner booth over there with her friend Narissa.
Her friend Narissa. Huh?
Narissa. Do we know Narissa?
Nah, I hadn't heard that.
No, y'all didn't, because I didn't bring it up in the Coliseum. That was a long night, anyways. I didn't bring up that whole deal.
Yeah, I will say, all right then. Send them a drink, whatever they're drinking, and I appreciate the information.
This is absolutely will do.
I'll walk away.
So you gotta pay.
I don't turn around. Let's go back to the table.
He leads over to a barmaid. He's like, hey, make sure you add that to his tab. But he sends some drinks over to Sagi, Ren, and Marissa. One of the barmaids takes the drinks over, and she, as they serve them, kind of points to y'all over there. And with that, a pretty young-looking human woman, sort of almost kind of like and she actually gets up, takes a drink, and comes over to your table, and in just the most enthusiastic, kind of nice voice, very friendly kind of personality, just, thank you so much for the drinks. I can't, I'm just so appreciative that y'all would buy me something. I don't even know y'all. Y'all are complete strangers, and yet y'all bought me a drink, and it's just so nice of you. How are you? What can I do for you? Just over the top kind of personality.
Let's do that. We are adventurers, and we came to show you some stuff.
I love seeing new things.
This isn't Soggy Ran, though, is it?
Yeah, this is Sagi Ren.
Oh, great.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
So, yeah, my friend Dieter over here has. I think he has it. But we probably. I think they want to show it to you not in such a public atmosphere. Perhaps a phone booth.
Well, first, also, I believe we know some friends of yours, the Pockmark Poe.
Pot? Yes, I know Pot. Oh man, he can act so grumpy sometimes, but he's really a sweetheart and down deep. I know he's much nicer than he says he is, but he is a good friend of mine. And what?
You may remember that we won the dinosaur race, and we gave Mr. Poe the artifact for him to give to you.
As soon as you mentioned winning the dinosaur race, she just immediately lights up. Oh, that was you! Y'all won the race! Oh my gosh, it was such a great race. I heard all about it, and I heard y'all beat the champion. I can't believe you beat Slicer. Slicer was like so good, and I just can't believe that y'all actually won. And oh my gosh, that's so great. But yes, there was a prize, and I thought there was a prize, but I didn't know what it was. And it's just, I would love to see it though if you have it.
I'll turn to Calvary and be like, do you want to hit her? He's asleep, so he's a 60 mode.
I'll lean over to Dieter and be like, she's a TP in a wigwam. She's 2 chins for me.
What is a big palm?
What's a phone booth?
Yeah, what's a phone booth?
Yes, and also I think on our very first night in town, we found another artifact that was sent to you as well. I think you are collecting them, yeah?
You can see kind of a blank face that she's thinking. She's like, What artifacts? Sorry, I deal with a lot of artifacts. I kind of have like a big network here called the Harpers, and we kind of collect a lot of different items, and I have a lot of things coming my way. And so I just, what item are you talking about, though?
I'll turn to the group. Who was the guy? Who was the guys that sent us into the sewers?
Screaming Wind.
No, the one from the first night with the bandits.
Oh,
Oh shit. Okay, let me go back and look.
my notes are progressively getting better, but right now they're the early ones are shit.
Wasn't Petrifort. People, police.
He was with. Who was he with? He was with the Order of the Gauntlet, yeah? No?
No, that wasn't him.
We don't know him. We don't know everyone's name.
It was Sir Clevin with the Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance.
I'm still going back to the notes.
All of these names.
And here's the sad thing: is I've really held back on the amount of names and places I can give y'all.
That's sad.
I've really held back. Like I've shown quite a great amount of restraint.
So this is, yeah.
That means I've got a text.
Lord Clevin, that is.
Oh, Clevy! Yes, I know Lord Clevin. Yeah, with the Lord's Alliance. Oh, that was you guys. Y'all were the ones that broke up the smuggler's ring and found the dragon head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, y'all got that and y'all won the Coliseum Games. Who are you guys? Y'all are amazing.
We don't have the name of the party, but I'm Peter. And this is Ted. You met Theodore.
This is Theodore.
This is the big guy with the hair. That's he's not too bright, but he's very good with the long arms.
You don't have to have them. I can keep them here.
I'll look around like who he's talking about.
And this is not a person, but he's very smart. He does the magic. He's a robot with the 4 legs.
Yes, you were so interesting. I've never seen anything like you. It's kind of quite amazing. And you've got such a strange accent. It's really strange. I've never heard anybody talk like that. I'd love to find out where your homeland is. And you, a Ghostwise halfling. I haven't seen one of you in probably like a month. Oh my gosh. And a bugbear. God, it's so rare to see y'all around this place anymore.
Yes, I believe the name of the group is We Are the Out of Towners.
The Out of Towners. Oh my gosh, what a great name. Y'all are definitely from out of town. But yes, so that dragon's head. Do you have it? No, Clevin gave it to me. You said you have something else like it?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Well, the thing is, we think it's all the same pieces of the same item. It's just broken.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely seems like the head that was turned over to me was broken off right behind it. I figured there was probably more pieces. We've sort of heard some rumors about this group that we think might have some sort of plot here. Actually, you know what? What? What'd you say?
I just repeated what he said.
She said, "Yeah, actually, I think y'all uncovered a piece of this. That was a guy named Nahu something."
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like there was some sort of plot with this deal where they were going to break in different pieces. But I would love to see it.
Nahu Raleigh.
Nahu Raleigh? Yeah.
Yeah. He was a smuggler.
I did not spell that
He
right.
was known as the 12.
Yeah, Nahu Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Tabaxi word for 4.
Yeah. Means
Nahu Raleigh was the Tabaxi word for the number 4. And there was a mention of a group called the 12.
Aha! Look at me taking notes.
The temple of Utep. Ubtao.
So the thing, maybe there's 4 pieces, and you have the head and the tail.
She only has the head.
Oh, well, what about the Pokemon Pole? He gave you the piece?
No, Chris has it.
Oh, Chris took it back.
Yeah.
So we currently have 2 out of 4.
Yes, y'all have 2 of 4. Chris has the part of the body that's coiled around the orange gemstone, and you have the body kind of, it's shaped like a crescent moon with a black leather wrapper in the middle.
So, do you want us to show you now in front of all the people?
She sort of looks around, and while there are some eyes on you guys, she goes, yeah, I'm not really concerned about it. People kind of know who I am. I mean, I don't want to brag, but kind of well known around here, and people know I tend to deal with kind of these artifacts, and so people see it all the time, but nobody really cares about it. It's just kind of what I do here.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anybody like paying attention to her specifically, as in like taking cues from her and waiting to see?
Perception check.
I want to do an insight check on her. So I don't believe her.
Oh, there we go. No, I got perception 19.
19, and roll your insight. All right. I'm going to do insight first, then perception. Insight, you believe she's sincere about what she's saying. I mean, she's definitely a lot to take in. She is just over the top with everything. But based off of what Mark Poe, Screaming Wind, and Lord Clevin has mentioned, that she is the kind of head contact of the Harpers here in this region, as well as the bartender knew who she was. She frequents this sort of place, this kind of place. It's a nicer place. You believe she's genuine in what she's saying. She might seem a little out of it and over the top, but she, knowing what you know about the Harpers, she's definitely a capable person with magic and magical artifacts. Perception. Narissa is still sitting in the corner booth. She's definitely keeping a keen eye on you. That's the lady who was sitting with Sagi Ren. You rolled a 20. What'd you roll for perception? 19. With that, I will say you do see 2 other people across the room, more towards the entrance. Both female, appear to be human females dressed in nice clothes. They seem to also have their eyes fixed on you.
Okay. I'll just clock those 2 people and maybe nod at Cal and get him to just look that way, since he's the observant one. And then, what the heck? I'll pull it out and throw it on the table.
As you take your piece out and put it on the table, she sort of lights up, oh, and immediately kind of grabs it and starts just touching and examining it and looking real close at it. She says, yeah, this is definitely a part of it. Yuan-Ti design for sure. Seems to be the body of a snake. I sense some magic from it that's in it. It's almost like it's got a charm effect on it. Immediately she begins sort of almost going into like analysis mode and just starts hitting off point by point, like in a technical sense of what it is, what it has, those kinds of things. She sets it down on the table and she looks up at you and suddenly the kind of vapid, over-the-top energy seems to be sort of gone as she kind of takes a little bit more of a serious tone and says, hey, I would like to take this back to our headquarters with the Harpers and have some of our people examine this. I'm picking up some magic on it just off of a quick inspection, but I would really like some time to research this, especially given what we've learned about the first piece we received from you guys, as well as the note about the 12. There are rumors of that group called the 12 that are part of a Yuan-Ti tribe that split off from Razni. They seem to have some sort of from what we've heard, they have a almost apocalyptic type goal in mind. We've heard rumors about a plot to basically make some of the merchant princes subservient to them. This does seem to be a powerful artifact. It does not need to be in a public area. And so we would like to take this back to the Harper's headquarters to keep it safe, as well as examine it and learn more about it.
Ted will kind of lean over to Cav and say, these seem to be like the most historical babes ever.
Yeah, okay.
The most historical babes.
I don't know what to respond.
That's why I told you.
After I give up my piece, I'll look over at freaking Monty, even though Chris isn't here,
Yeah.
and just kind of like give him the hard stare, kind of nod at the table.
Like, if you like that, you're really gonna like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the sake of him not being here, we'll say he shows it as well. And again, she sort of grabs it and looks at it, and she's like, And again, kind of goes into technical talk of magic, going, talking about the aura it emanates. There's almost a fear-causing effect here that's granted on it. Makes people feel uneasy, which y'all have heard before. I mean, she kind of just starts rambling off, almost sort of technical arcane talk as she examines it. She does take both the pieces, and they do seem to match up on the bottom part of it. And as she does, she says, "Yeah, no, it seems like the head, because we've been examining it, would fit on the other end. It seems there's another piece, at least another piece, if not more, broken off on the end of this tail that you've brought here." Guys, I'll tell you this, all these pieces seem to have inherent magic in them. This is a little bit concerning. The big question is this solely for the purpose of the 12, or is this related to the death curse? That's something we really need to get to the bottom to. And so I would like to take these pieces back to the Harper's headquarters. I'll tell you can find me. We do have a house over in the Merchants Ward, close to the Merchant Prince's houses, their villas, where they reside. They kind of sit up on a plateau area of nicer houses. We also have a residence there, which is our headquarters. And so I'll tell y'all, since y'all are the ones who have found these pieces, that's where they'll be. That's where the Harpers are located. And that's where I'd like to store these items until we can figure out what to do with them.
This is fine with us. We think it's a little above our pay grade. But you said there's another piece?
And she kind of nods and says, "Yeah." And then almost immediately goes right back into the high energy, like, "Yes, Alistair Bowl, from the Order of the Gauntlet. He's been tracking down these leads about this like crazy priest who is kind of like lost his mind. They say he's been like abducting people and like turning them into the undead. Now that's just rumors because it's Old City, and Old City's kind of trash. That's why they call it Old City. But that's where, there's a lot of undead out there because they're outside the city walls. They don't live inside the city walls like we do. But so some people, there's a lot of like people drunk out there, and they do like use all these kinds of weird substances that like make them see things. So it could just be rumors. I don't really know. But you ought to go see Alistair Bowl. He's so cute. He's kind of fat and balding, but he's really like a cool guy. I really like him a lot. He's nice. But he's with the Order of Gauntlet, and I think he's been investigating that, but we think it might have something to do with this because they've been turning people undead, and people shouldn't just be undead. They really shouldn't.
Alistair Bowl. He's in Old City?
Yeah, he's in Old City.
And he's with the Gauntlet?
Yeah, he's Order of the Gauntlet.
Okay. That is your house. And can we just like get a description of the house or whatever?
For Alistair?
No, for the house.
Yeah, she said it's next to the Merchant Prince's villa. It's a nicer house up in that plateau, right next to where the Merchant Princes are.
All
So
right.
at the top of your map where the Merchant's Ward is, that kind of semicircle C is where all the Merchant Princes live. And we'll just say their house is kind of next to that.
Cool.
I'll say it wouldn't be hard to find if y'all, head that way. Like you'd be able to find it pretty easy.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Trevor lost power.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. Mine was kind of like browning out a little bit, but it's still kicking right now. If y'all can still hear me.
Yeah,
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so we've given away 3 out of 4.
All right. Y'all want to go to the old city and
Well, we probably need to go
I'd
rest. Though.
Yeah, as I say, it's pretty much nighttime by this point.
Okay.
I'd say this is when y'all would maybe rest up, take a long rest, recoup, and get ready for the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Go take a breaky poo.
Yeah.
Get all my spells back.
Oh, dude, I was looking at that when you said y'all are about to be level 4, or could be level 4. I pulled up the manual, and at 3rd level, I assumed we were still 2, so I wouldn't take any 2nd level spells.
Oh, for real? You
Yeah.
didn't take it?
Nope. I just did today.
All right, there you go.
Well, it's like you leveled up then.
Yeah, I mean, I'll only get one more spell. I'll only get one more spell that I didn't use anyway. So.
Dude,
Question is,
only getting 1 hit dice back on a long rest. That sucks.
so question real quick though. Are y'all staying at Kaya's house or Thundering Lizard?
I guess we'll go back to where we were.
Thundering Lizard, I guess.
I mean, it's right next door, right?
Yeah, I mean it's right around the corner.
Sure. Because I've got a chest that I'm supposedly keeping there.
Are there a whole neighborhood just lost power?
Yeah. It was browning out pretty bad here. I was afraid I was about to lose power.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what that is, but we don't live that close to each other. And there's no storms. They're working on a substation today. Energy is. So maybe
So we're not going to have a bunch of it.
maybe they knocked them out for a minute. They probably waited till tonight to do a switch over. Let's see.
Hopefully the other ones are ready to go.
It's a new brand new. They just built it, so I don't know.
Let's say we'll see y'all make it back over to Thundering Lizard while we see if Trevor gets power back or not. I'm assuming is everybody just going to bed?
Yeah.
Sure.
Except for Cav.
As I said, Cav, are you posting up in the bar like you have the nights before, or are you doing something else?
No, I'll do the same.
All right. Then here's what I'm going to get you to do. We're just going to, for the sake of this, we're going to say everybody's taking a long rest. Everybody's resting up. Cav is staying downstairs. And again, as in previous nights, the bar gets loud. People talk. While you're in your sentry mode, you sort of hear people talking. There might be some moments of things that sort of catch your ear. I thought I wrote this down somewhere, which rumors you've already heard. I don't see it written down, though. I thought I was keeping track of it. I'm going to get you to roll me a couple of D100s. Let's roll 3 D100s.
You want just the straight D100 by the tens, or do you want the single digits as well?
Single digits as well.
56.
56. You hear somebody talking about giant snapping turtles in Snapping Turtle Bay. But what stands out, as they're sort of having this conversation about these snapping turtles, what stands out is that you hear that one of them has a big house. Or I'm sorry, one of them is as big as a house, and he's known as King Toba. And they say that his entire shell is covered in precious gemstones. So you hear it's talking about a treasure's worth, a lifetime of treasure's worth. So you almost like two adventurers who are talking about going and finding this special snapping turtle who's, if we could just get him, his shell would be enough to pay for the rest of our lives type deal. So two people kind of excited about, that's kind of one rumor, you overhear that conversation. Roll another D100.
Okay. It's a good.
You're not going to believe this. 56.
Then re-roll.
All right, 24.
24. You hear another conversation where there are some people who are kind of talking about a little bit of the history of Cholt. They're talking about the former kings and queens, the time before there were the merchant princes that ruled Port Nyanzaru, back when they had a true monarch. They mentioned one in particular, Queen Zalcor. I'm going to put that name in here. They're going on about just how well loved she was, all the thousands of warriors who fought and died to protect her, and how sad it is that the only memorial that still remains to this day is in a garden palace in a place called Nangalore. Which you do mention, you pick up, they say it's on the eastern shore of a certain river called Olung.
Someone will need to write that down. I can't find my pen, and I'm not going downstairs to get it.
And one more D100.
Uh, 85.
You overhear another conversation about the god Ubtao, which you've heard mention of that name before. Ubtao was basically what you gather from the conversation is Ubtao was once the sole god of the island of Cholt. Basically, he was given full reign of this island. He ruled it, reigned it. It was his. He was tired of the people relying on him and always sort of whining and complaining, and he abandoned the people of Cholt a long time ago, and his holy city of Mesro vanished. You also hear mention of what's the name of it? There were he had some quote unquote holy heroes that were the guardians of Mesro. And you find out that Razni, who you've heard that name before, was once a guardian of Mesro. And you also hear rumors of another guardian who still travels throughout the jungle in search of Mesro. I'll say those are kind of the rumors you hear for that night as everybody sleeps. We'll say it's a full long rest so everybody can take the benefits of a long rest.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me ask you what you want to do though, because if Trevor can't get back on and Chris isn't here, I mean, do y'all want to continue or do y'all just kind of want to hit pause and try this again another night?
Let me call Trevor real fast and see what he says.
Yeah, because I hate to go on missing 2 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not ideal.
We do a fun mini adventure. We go try and kill a gem encrusted turtle shell. Just the 3 of us.
I'm sure that would go swimmingly, considering I probably can't swim.
I will say y'all are on the as far opposite end of the island of Cholt as you can be from Snapping Turtle Bay.
Still in power.
So we'll be there like tomorrow.
Do I?
Like if each hex on that little hex dial is a single day's travel,
cut it off tonight.
y'all are like, if you did a straight line as the crow flies through the jungle, you'd be there in like 2 months.
I didn't know if you were probably not an option.
And that's just a rough guess. I'm just based on what I'm looking
You
at.
should just hire a boat and sail around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you can probably take a boat and get there quicker.
Didn't we have to pay a turtle when we got into the bay?
Well, if you need a generator, let me know. I got some.
There's a dragon turtle that guards the bay, the Bay of Cholt that leads into.
You don't need AC. I mean,
well, he calls Trevor though. I'm gonna look up that name. I forgot what that. Those paladins or whatever. There's a certain name for those guys. Rosny.
No, you can't find it either. No lights on.
Was Rosny?
It'll be the door.
Was
as soon as you stop looking.
The Yanti that was part of this apocalyptic thing?
All
right. So what I said was that the 12 is said to be a group of Yanti that split from Rosny.
Mm-hmm.
And they believe they have some sort of apocalyptic goal in mind. Y'all have heard the name Rosny before, though.
Yep. You got it. Yeah, right.
He's the leader of the Yanti.
Yeah, Trevor's not going to make it.
He was one of the quote unquote when they were arguing the first night about kings of the jungle.
Oh.
And yes, you're right. I believe he was said to be king. One of the other patrons kind of sniped back saying he's not king of the jungle, he's king of the Yanti.
Yeah.
But in this, you find out that he actually used to be a holy protector of the city of Mesro.
Well, I mean, we're close to the market, so we could go shopping in the morning.
Yeah. Is there any shopping y'all want to do?
What was the name of the animal guy? I want to go give him this dead thing in my pack.
But what animal guy?
The Xanathar. Didn't we meet Xanathar?
Volos? Talking about Volos?
Did we meet Volo? Is that who we met?
Yeah, y'all met Volos because he had Volos Guide to Monsters.
Yeah, that's right. I got that written down. I didn't recognize.
Yeah, you bought his book.
We bought his book, and then we told him we said we would bring him interesting creatures if we found him.
Volos from the bar.
Where did we meet him at? Did we meet him at the Thundering Lizard?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where he was.
Yep, he was at the bar November 17th. So I did take notes. Yeah, we can go talk to him.
Yeah, if he's there.
I mean, somebody will know where he's at. Maybe.
I'll say before the long rest, you would have seen him at night when you went in before the long rest is when you would have seen him.
Okay.
when the bar was full of patrons.
I'll go over and I'll tell him about our adventure into the jungle and tell him about the stick creatures that we fought, and then I'll pull out my Grun corpse and throw it on the table and be like, and kill this too.
Yeah, he's very excited about any kind of information he can get about creatures. He asks you all kinds of questions about what they looked like as he draws sketches, things like that. And I'll say he gives you a gold piece per creature you describe to him, so you'll get 3 gold pieces.
Nice.
I'll take it. Hey, that puts me at an even 400.
Nice. Hey, animal dude, do you know anything about turtles?
He kind of looks at you. He's like, "Well, just like turtles?
Well,
yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
common.
like king turtle or toba or anything like that. Have you heard of that?
This is the name doesn't ring a bell, but I know what turtles are.
It's got apparently he has jewels on his back.
He definitely is interested in what you're saying, but he doesn't know anything about it.
Bro, me either.
That would be a rumor that 1047 would have to tell you about.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. Either way. I had to say something. Sorry.
Did anybody, we used some healing potions, didn't we? We should probably go stock up.
You know what? Since we're kind of just chilling here, while we're waiting here, do I even have this dude in here yet? Or I haven't even logged in yet, I don't think. Yeah, I ain't even loaded this dude up. All right, another interesting thing happens though that night, as y'all are taking the long rest and as y'all have gone to bed, the tavern carries on. Like I said, there's all kinds of interesting people that fill the Thundering Lizard. As Cal is in sentry mode, he's overhearing conversations around him. He heard those kind of different rumors, that kind of piqued his interest as he was listening. But something catches his eye. There is a tortle.
Tortle?
We've never seen
A
it.
tortle.
Sounds like a dessert.
Sounds good.
That walks into the bar.
Caramel pecans, stuff like that.
And as this tortle walks into the bar, moving very slow, but when he sees Cal over in the corner, his face sort of lights up. You see his eyes get it. You notice that he does fixate on you. His eyes light up, and he slowly makes his way across the bar to Cal. And he comes, I'm talking about right up in front of you. And in kind of a very, you would get the sense that he is very aged, very old. And he says, it's been a long time since I've seen one of your kind.
I'm doing a long rest, aren't I?
Yeah, but I mean, in sentry mode, you're aware of what people say.
No. I know I'm aware, but
so I would say this would sort of.
I need all my stuff. So if I don't,
and this is not going to interrupt that.
I was just saying because if I don't get the feeling he's going to be a danger to me, I would ignore him. I'm going to get my rest.
In sentry mode, though, I go. It's because you're not actually asleep.
No. I mean, I'm getting my rest, but it's got to be I mean, it's like any other rest. If it's interrupted, then I wouldn't get my stuff.
Yeah, but even long rests, like it's typically like, what is it, like 8 hours? But like 2 of them, you can actually be awake doing light activity type deal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this would not affect your long rest.
Oh, okay. And so I heard him say what?
He says, It's been a long time since I've seen one of your kind.
I mean, if it's not going to affect my arrest, then I would guess,
I would say that mentioning of your kind would certainly pique your interest.
I would add power back on some, and at least come into low power mode, like your iPhone. And say, I believe you. I believe you to be mistaken.
A sort of grin comes on his face as he asks, "What's your designation?"
Let me go to my freaking paragraph.
Yes, that's what I was looking for, the paragraph.
Greetings.
What's
Hey, Chris popped on.
Where is my... Oh, shoot.
Didn't you save it as like a little deal in your character sheet?
Yeah, I got it, but I have my... I've got my character sheet here, but not my last page. My last page is on the bottom.
And I'll tell you, I was not expecting to play this card tonight. Just while we were waiting, I decided to play it. So I don't even have this guy's. I got to pull this guy's name back up.
Let's see.
I haven't even loaded it.
I would just simply say Calvary 1047, production number 1047 of 2199, serial number HCCB 104-722-9995. Manufactured date 22 Rahan 995.
Yeah. To which there's a little bit of a light chuckle. He kind of laughs as he hears you rant on. I would say you almost get a sense of like it's familiar to him, and he kind of like laughs like, "Oh, this is priceless. Like this is perfect." To which he kind of says, "A cavalry unit."
Yes, I would say affirmative, recon strategist.
And to that, he kind of, with a smile on his face, he goes like, "I'm not even sure if you really know why you were made, but hopefully you'll find out soon enough." And with that, he sort of turns and makes his way to the bar.
Well, I mean, obviously he'd be intrigued. I mean, I would be surprised that anyone has seen one of mine. So, I mean, I would. Well, I guess I don't know that following him would pull me completely out of that. So I don't know. Am I going to still get my stuff if I follow him, or do I need to?
Yeah, I'll say you can follow him too. If you want to stop him from leaving and continue the conversation, you certainly
like
can.
I said, you just have to let me know at what point it would cause me not to get my rest, because then I would have to make a decision.
At this point, you're getting your long rest. I'm not going to interrupt the long rest here. So this was meant to just simply be a.
Just don't fight him.
Yeah, I mean, don't engage in combat in your.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, he look, he's a humanoid.
You can put a hoof in the back of his head and knock him out until.
I'll tell you, I was not planning on doing this tonight. It was just sort of in the lull moment where we had two guys missing. I was going to throw this character hook in for you. I just kind of spur of the moment decided to throw this in.
It
was just meant to be kind of a little nugget towards what might be coming later.
Oh no, I would simply. I would just simply, before if he turned to walk away, I would say, please, friend, have a seat here at one of the nearby tables. I need to know more about how you know of my kind.
He turns towards you as he was getting ready to leave. He sort of stops, turns, and just a smile on his face. He says, "Centuries ago, I've met some other cavalry units." I'm sorry. Wait, would you ask? I'm sorry. I kind of blanked. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just told him, please don't leave. I have a seat here. I must know how you know of my kind. How you?
Okay, yeah, that's what you said. All right, sorry. I was trying to also think of Master what's his name, Yugway from Kung Fu Panda. That's what I was trying to channel here. Kind of just
I hadn't seen Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, come on, man. It just it turns into kind of a smile. It says, there were some other cavalry units I've met before. It says, but I believe Wu Tao has a way of letting us walk through our maze in life. And I believe you being here, you'll find your way to the answers. I won't be joining you tonight, but I look forward to you discovering your journey as he sort of turns and makes his way.
Like to the bar?
Yeah, he makes his way over to the tavern. Or to the bar.
Oh, well, I mean, I haven't had anyone seen or know anything about me forever, so I'm not going to let him get away that quickly. So, I mean, I would rise up on all fours and follow him to the bar, and I would place a hand on him and say,
You don't have hands, do you?
Yeah, I have
He's got hands.
Oh, okay.
I would simply place one on his shoulder if he's now standing at the bar and say, I believe you misunderstand. I must know exactly how you know of my kind and how you would have come in contact with them, and answers I must have of how I got here. And it sounds as if you may have some of this information.
Man, it's times like this I really wish I had a bunch of Chris's sort of Asian Confucius-like sayings here.
Google is your friend.
He would simply, with kind of a chuckle, be like, such is youth, always needing an answer now.
I would say to be honest, I'm not sure what my exact age would be. I know my manufacture date, but I don't know how long the journey was from Eberron to here. So I cannot say whether I am youth or old. I just simply know that I do not belong here.
And he says, we often stumble upon our destiny in the most unexpected places. As I said, Ubtao has an interesting way of letting us find our way through the maze of life. And I believe that will unfold for you here.
Again, him being a very literal being is going to be, I care not of these philosophical meanderings that you continue to throw out. I must know, do I have the ability to return to Eberron? If you have met my kind before, surely that means that there's a way back.
With that, he sort of, the smog kind of dissipates. He says, I don't know if there's a way home for you. And it's been a long time, centuries since I've seen any of your kind. Unfortunately, I do not believe they found a way home, but that does not mean there's not one.
I mean, it's obviously not what he would want to hear, but he would say, I assumed or calculated the odds to be as much, and say, thank you.
And at that point, he sort of almost interrupts you and says, listen, I can see, as I said, the youth wants answers now. But listen, the jungle has many mysteries to uncover.
Well, we'll see if we survive that. I said, well, thank you. He'll just simply say, much appreciation for you taking the time to seek me out. I'm encouraged to hear that I'm not the only one that's made it here and found a purpose.
With that, as you kind of finish that, he'll tell you, before he's kind of finished his drink and begins to make his way from the bar, he'll say, if you ever venture down around to the snout of Amgar, which I'll put that in the chat.
Throat, snout, my gosh.
If you ever make your way far enough south to the snout of Amgar, look me up.
And what is your name?
Shit, I knew you were gonna ask me that, and I was like, I didn't load him up yet because I wasn't planning on doing this. I'm gonna have to look it up and find it because I don't remember.
How can one help me when they do not know thyself?
That was good. That was good. Hold on, give me one second. I'll pull it up. I'll find it.
His name is
Dude.
Dude.
The dude.
Dude.
The dude.
We're gonna say this dude is
Chili.
Yeah.
Chili.
I mean, you can make whatever you want to.
Yeah, no, he actually I actually have him as a character. It's Quilgok.
Oh, yeah. And you expect us to remember all this shit?
No, but you recorded all and y'all take notes, so
Yeah, we do take notes, but could have been James M.
James Bond. W.
What up, Chris?
So I guess we lost Trevor for the night, Chris.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, I saw that text message with the power going out in his whole neighborhood.
Yeah. So just to catch up real quick, you turned over the piece of the Dreamer's Amulet to Sagi Ren.
Oh, Soggy Run. Okay.
Yeah. So y'all had 2 of the 4 pieces. Y'all turned over those 2 to Sagi Ren, who had the first piece that y'all got from the smugglers the first night in town. So she now has 3 of the 4 pieces. Y'all just took a long rest, so you do have the benefits of a long rest.
Do we have a lead on where the 4th piece is yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all's next lead is to Old City to meet a guy named Alistar Bowl with the Order of the Gauntlet. There's rumors of a priest who has gone crazy, who is abducting people and turning them into the undead. That is the rumor y'all have heard.
And a turtle.
Well, the turtle's 2 months away.
Yeah.
If you go through the jungle, a boat would be much faster.
Well, shoot, let's knock it out. Let's make our way to Old City.
To the Old City to see Alistar?
Alistar Bowl.
Alistair Bald in the Old City.
Unless we want to buy some health potions before we leave.
I don't have
we don't have a source for that yet, do we?
Well, y'all know that the merchant prince that y'all went and visited, he is the one that's known for all the history, lore, and magical items of Cholt. That was Wakanga. Y'all went to his house.
And he has our original contact staying with him.
Yeah, she went to visit him. Shit, who was it? Sylvain?
Sylvain.
Yeah. Shit, I can't even keep up with all these names.
So many. I need to start a new index page in that.
There's so much more. I try not to give too much in any one session. But yeah, so Wakanga is kind of the merchant prince who's, if you want to buy or sell anything magical in Port Nyanzaru, he's the one you got to sort of get approval from or talk to.
Wakanga. Prizes for winner of the games. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one y'all made the bet with when y'all went to the games.
Yeah, he's going to make Cal rich.
Let's go see him.
All right, so it's next morning, bright and early. So y'all know, again, they typically sit at the dome or whatever. Wasn't the Golden Dome? Mm-hmm. The city council place where y'all go meet them. So we'll say y'all make y'all's way over there. Yeah, number 4 on the map. Y'all make y'all's way over there. Wakanga is there that morning that y'all get there. So as you approach him, he sort of greets you again. He's the one that was kind of always laughing and joking. Seemed to really like Cal 1047. He always liked the way he talked, so technical. Because this was kind of the smiling older man who was kind of always joking and laughing. So he greets y'all again and kind of makes reference to y'all cleaning him out on the last bet. Says he'd like to, make some wagers again in the future to earn his money back. But he asks you what brings you here to visit him this morning.
We have been adventuring already, and we have need for the potions.
Yes, magic potions. I have some of those for you. What were you thinking here?
For the health.
He sort of laughs. Yes, of course, potions are for health, but they have different potency. What sort of potency were you looking for?
I'll just reach in my bag and get like 50 gold and ask him how much that is worth.
Yes, he kind of takes a little light on the coin and hands the bag back to you.
I'll pull out one of my regular healing potions that I own and ask him how much one of these is.
He takes a look at, yes, basic healing potion, 80 gold pieces.
80 or 18?
80.
Jesus.
Hey, they aren't the richest people in Port Nyanzaru for no reason.
I don't know. I think I've got 2 personally, so I just figured somebody else might need one, but it's up to y'all.
2.
I have 1.
Well, maybe we're okay then.
Actually, I have 3.
Nice.
With my inventory.
Hey, Cal, does a healing potion work on you?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Trevor might have took one or given somebody.
That's what I was remembering. I think somebody took one.
Trevor took one for sure.
So I figured we just might want to replace it, but whatever. Let's go.
I mean, I guess we can.
Just for giggles, I'll pull out my longsword and I'll show it to him and I'll ask him. I'll say, "What about where I'm from? There's the magic in the weapons that makes the weapons hit harder. Do you have weapons like that?"
A grin kind of crosses his face. He says, magic weapons. You want the magic in the weapon?
Yeah.
He says, things can be found here in the port. Things of such valuable nature are not common here. He sort of kind of does his fingers in a coin, like, rubbing his fingers together. And says, they can be found. What sort of items were you looking for? We can import some things for you, but we've got to pay the acquisition fee. We've got to transport it. We've got to load it on boats. We've got to get it here. There's the sale price. What were you looking for?
Just a sword like this one, or the bow. I have the bow as well.
Yeah. No, I get that. But do you want it to breathe fire? Do you want it to breathe ice? Do you want lightning to strike with it? What would you like the sword to do?
I just want to make it easier to hit and to hit harder.
Well, then swing hard and train hard.
All right, I'm going to sheathe my sword and walk off.
Come on. We've got plenty of things here. I've got potions. I've got scrolls. What do you like today?
I'm heading out the door.
Hey, bro, what sort of potions do you have?
What kind are you looking for? Short men like you. Maybe you want to grow?
I feel like he's a drug dealer.
Maybe, but
I have potion makes you very large. 1 hour.
Don't need that. Already got that.
Yeah, right.
What about what else? What else?
What are you looking for?
Some curiosities. What's kind of niche? I'm just trying to put you on the spot.
Yeah, no. What I was thinking, I was like, it depends on what you say here. There might be it depends on what you say. There might be a different answer.
Yeah, just okay, not healing, and I don't need to grow. I mean, just something kind of curious. What's off the radar of most people?
He kind of sits back and thinks for a moment. He says, "No potions, no growing, no magic sword. Something curious."
Yeah.
He kind of reaches back in his pouch and he pulls out what looks to be a small journal. Looks to be very almost like water damaged. And he opens it up and kind of flips through some pages in it. It definitely looks like it's a some type of journal or diary that somebody has kept. There seems to be some rough sketches of the island and jungle. He says, if you want something curious, this journal belonged to a wizard of sorts who journeyed this island and had found a way to make a creation of such that we believe is been abandoned in the jungle. I believe this journal might guide you to such a creature.
He made a creature?
Yeah, think golem.
Okay,
Yeah.
Think of like a wizard creating a golem.
Yeah. That was just me asking that. Like.
Yeah. But yes, he based on what I read here, it seems that this wizard has created a creature to help the weaker men with strong things.
Bro, how much does that cost? That sounds awesome. I like reading books.
I mean, I could let it go for 200 gold.
Sold.
So he'll hand you the wizard's journal.
It's 200 gold, and you have to go find the golem.
Well, that's what Ted would do.
Hey, that's fair enough. So he'll hand you over the wizard's journal for 200 gold.
Yeah, that's most of my money. Pretty much all of my money.
I told you, listen, one thing about the island of Cholt, there is a great opportunity for riches, and there's great opportunity for it to quickly disappear.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
So you now have a wizard's journal that is filled with different entries about their journey through the jungle. And there is, I'll mark it I'll go in the map on the island of Cholt and put an X on where you believe the journal leads you to of the last known location of this golem.
All right. Man.
Sorry, and the journal does contain information about a control amulet to control the golem. But it does not give an indication of where the control amulet last was.
Okay.
So basically, you now know the location of where the golem was last noted in this journal. There's mention of the control amulet, but it doesn't say whether it's with the golem or not, is what I'll say.
Okay.
They might have just sold you a car with no keys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, go find the golem, and there might be more clues there.
So we're going to bang it in the head until we find it?
Well, then you got to pay to get it repaired.
Let's see. That's hilarious.
I need to look up on the map where this thing actually is.
Wait, you think I was gonna buy it? I think I've bought everything you've offered me.
I think you have. I will say, so one thing I will say, just because Brandon, you asked about the magic sword, anything you guys want, you can always ask one of the appropriate merchant prince for it. And while they might not have it on hand, they have a great talent for procuring any item that people typically want, as long as the price matches.
Do we have a rough outline of who sells what?
You know some of them, not all of them yet. I don't know which ones I've told you about and which ones I hadn't.
I think we've really only met him. We met one other guy briefly, the very first night.
So Wakanga, y'all know, is about magic and lore. So any information about, history or anything like that, he's the guy to go to. Any kind of magic items, typically he's the guy to go to. Y'all do know Quaothi because she was the one in charge of the games. She's typically alcohols, perfumes, wines, insect repellent, things like that. There was another one that was mentioned in the conversation with Wakanga. He mentioned Jessamine, who is in charge of sanctioned assassins.
Yeah, contract
or
to kill.
sanctioned assassinations. Also known for plant life and poisons. I think that's all that y'all have learned.
Yeah, that's what I see. Jessamine is a.
I think I opened them in the journal as I told you about them.
Yeah.
There should be a tab under Port Nine Zaru with merchant princes, I think.
Yeah. Well, Konga's there.
All right, I haven't added the others then. Or, I haven't made it available to y'all. I'll do that now. That was Quaothi.
And then Quaothi, yeah.
And here's Jessamine.
Yeah.
Is the next one, because I know I told you all about those two.
Yeah, you definitely, contract to kill was Jessamine.
Yeah, Jessamine, I did mention that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, any more business with Wakanga, or y'all want to go on?
I got nothing. I think I just blew my money.
All right. Where y'all headed to?
I guess Old City, go look for Alistair.
The Old City, huh?
Yep.
Let's go look for Alistair.
Yep. I'll be right back.
You're good. All right, so we'll say y'all make y'all's way over to Old City. The heck? Why can't I grab that? Can y'all see y'all's tokens?
I can see mine, but I can't move it.
Yeah, I can't either. I don't know what's happening. I can't grab them.
I drug a new one out.
That's weird. I can't grab them either, though.
Are they on the wrong layer?
That's what I was checking to see. I went to a different layer, but I still can't grab it.
Just grab your name off the list on the right and pull it over on the map.
Oh, shoot. Whoops.
Like out of the journal, yeah.
Oh, I had you on the map layer. That's what it was. So say I went over to GM layer and I was like, it's still not working.
Now we're talking.
So this is a rough map of Old City. So like I said, this is outside the city walls. There are these kind of ancient rundown ziggurats, you know what I'm saying, that are decayed. So Old City, like I said before, kind of mimics Port Nyanzaru in that they have their quote-unquote merchant princes that kind of run Old City. This is definitely the slums. This is like the criminals, the bad guys. Everything's worn down, broken down, poor. This is where y'all met Pockmark Poe. This long run in front of you is what was known as, I believe y'all heard somebody over talking about what they call Executioner's Run. This is sort of their punishment in Old City. Criminals get thrown in the pit and make the Executioner's Run for justice if they survive or not type deal. All around the ziggurats, there are like little shops set up, people trying to sell little wares here and there. It's mostly kind of cheap things because this is Old City. It's kind of all worn down, things like that. People do line the streets. It is kind of a marketplace, so there is a lot of people here. We're, kind of filling around the whole area.
I'll put my hand on my coin purse and I'll walk up to somebody and ask them if they know who Alistair Bowl is.
Yeah, you kind of approach the first person there that you kind of see and ask them about Alistair Bowl, and they'll point you kind of to the far end on the other side of Executioner's Run, and they'll tell you, yeah, there's Order of the Gauntlet. Yeah, they got a place down there. He typically stays in his office over there on the other side of Executioner's Run. They'll kind of point out to this building over here on the far end and say, yeah, Alistair, he holds up in there. You know that dude. He's just kind of barking orders, man, but he never really comes out. It's like a big shot just because he's with a group.
I'll give him a silver and tell him thanks.
He will be very excited about a silver piece and thank you profusely. And say, then he'll say, hey, if you need somebody to show you around Old City, I can tag along, kind of show you the sights here.
No, good. I got my info.
Well, hey, I got a shop around the corner too. I can show you some of the things. I got great things to sell, man.
I'm gonna just walk off.
All right. As y'all walk off, he's still kind of shouting at y'all a little bit, like, hey, hold on. Still trying to earn some more business as you make your way beyond him.
Tally-ho. We're going across the map?
Yeah, so he pointed out to the far building on the other end of Executioner's Run, tells you that's Order of the Gauntlet's building. That's where Alistair typically hangs out in his office. Doesn't really come outside. So I'll say I'll make y'all's way down over there to his building. There are a couple like guards kind of outside. I say guards, they're people that are clearly with the Order of the Gauntlet. They have the kind of emblem of the Order of the Gauntlet, on their armor type stuff. As you approach, they kind of just ask you what you're doing here.
If you need to speak with the Alistair Bowl.
Yeah, they'll walk you inside. And as you go inside, you do see a guy who's definitely the most heavy set you've seen in this area. Everybody here tends to be a little bit more thin. The climate, the hot, humidity, rain, kind of jungle area, everybody's more thinned out. This guy does seem to be a lot more heavy set, definitely losing his hair up top a little bit. Got the...
Stop talking to Chris. Stop talking to Chris about that.
So, and he's sitting behind his desk, and this is Alistair Bowl, wearing fine clothes. Clearly, he's a higher status than what's belonged here. Seems to be sweating profusely, but with that, he'll kind of welcome you in and ask you what brings you here to Old City.
We heard your name from the Pockmark Poe. He sent us here to see if we could help you.
Seems to always kind of almost be talking at a loud voice. He's kind of, Pockmark Poe, what's that son of a bitch want? What's sending you guys here? Thinks I need help? I don't need any help running this place.
He said there's the undead running around.
Then he kind of sits back. Undead? Well, shit. Undead come every night. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Do you want him here? Or do you want us to get rid of him for you?
You gonna get rid of all the undead? Shit, we've launched battalions of troops out there in the jungle trying to rid the undead. Kind of looks you over and is like, how do you know Potmark Poe?
We did some work for him.
You did some work for him? Are you Zentarum?
No, we're from out of town.
No, well, clearly that accent ain't from around here. I mean, look at you guys. You got a half-naked man, some dude with a weird accent, a giant freaking robot horse or something. I don't even know what the hell that is. A little halfling over here. Clearly you're not from around here. A big hairy guy. So he mentioned the undead, huh?
Sure.
He kind of leans over his desk. All right, I'll tell you. Yeah, we have been having a little trouble with some rumors. Apparently, some priest around here named Diplo, they say, kind of went crazy. I mean, you know all these religious types around here. There's all kinds of con men throughout the old city, always trying to make their coin any way they can. Diplo's not unknown. People know who he is, but he's got a little kind of a group that followed him around for a while. But I don't know, say maybe 10 days ago or so, people say he started saying some strange things, acting a little weird. Saying the dead was calling to him. Hey, look, I'll put up with a lot of different talk and weird sermons, but when people start talking about the dead calling to you, it's a little strange to me. Hadn't really seen him in probably a 10 day or so ago since he started kind of talking strange. Had a few days of that, and then he kind of sort of disappeared. I mean, hey, I'm not against the religious type. I got a cleric on my staff here named Didro. I told him to go check it out. Probably about 4 or 5 days ago. Hadn't seen him since. But people are saying that Viplo guy's up to no good. They say he's been taking his followers, and next thing you know, they're fine one day. Next day, they say they're zombies. So, been trying to locate him. Hadn't really been able to find him yet, though. I don't know if you want to take care of that for me. I'll pay you some coin for it.
Yeah.
What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. 10 gold pieces apiece. If you can find this guy, tell him to shut the hell up. We don't need that kind of talk around here.
We're looking for Didro. The
Hey,
cleric.
short guy. But Didro's my guy. Viplo's the one you're trying to find here.
Didro is lost as well, though?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. You find Didro, he's a good guy. I'll throw in an extra 20 gold piece if you find him.
I'll.
Even if he's a zombie?
Well, if he's a zombie, kill him.
Okay.
No, you said you'd pay us extra if we find him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You bring him back. I mean, like I say, he's a good guy. If we can keep him around, he's definitely worth the coin.
Even if he's a zombie?
Well, no, if he's a zombie, kill him.
Okay.
We have also met with a few of the other leaders in town. We met the Viney girl. She's wild.
The what girl?
Her voice kind of hurt my ears.
It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, Sagi Ren. Yeah, I know you're talking about. God, that girl. I can only stand about 5 minutes with her before that voice just starts creeping up my back there.
She mentioned an artifact. With the gold,
Yeah.
with the snake or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's she mentioned that to me too. Yeah, it's what we're kind of a little worried about here with Viplo.
Oh, you
Hey,
think
listen.
he has it? You think he has the artifact?
Sagi Ren mentioned it. Potmark Poe, that guy, I swear he's got eyes and ears everywhere, but he seems to think that might have something to do with this. I'll just say, hey, I know Viplo. wasn't the brightest guy, wasn't the most powerful guy. To be able to, if it's true that he can take normal people and make them undead, definitely don't think that's his kind of magic. Definitely coming from somewhere else. That's what concerns us a little bit. So, just want to send Deidre to go find out for me. But like I said, I hadn't heard from him about 4 or 5 days. Shit, honestly, I'm just a little bit excited. Something interesting is actually happening around here. It's the same old shit every day. I'm just kind of, I mean, hey, I want to keep good guys around, but damn, it's boring. A little bit eager to see what happens here.
We find this Diplo and this Dido. We found the artifact.
Hey, if you find the artifact, man, that'd be great. And I know Soggy Ren would be happy to see that. And shit, maybe it'll give me a promotion and get my fat ass out of this place.
No. We want it, not you.
I didn't say me, big boy. I said Soggy Ren. I think she wants it.
So my English is not too good.
Yeah, clearly, man. I don't even know what the hell you're talking over there. Is that common? Doesn't sound like it.
It's coming to me.
Tell you what, Viplo's got a hut over on, last we heard about him, is the small ziggurat over there. The little rinky-dink one over there. It's kind of worn down. They say he's got a place over there. Again, we sent guys to investigate. Didn't really find him there, but shit, it's a good starting place if you want to look for him.
Did Dido say which direction she was going or he was going?
Yeah, man, I just told you. We started over there at the hut. Didn't find anything, and next thing I know, Dido's missing. So that's the last we heard.
They're within the hut, and since they never came out, and just don't know where they are?
Hey, man, listen, I'm sitting behind the desk here. I didn't go visit myself. I sent people to go do it. That's what guys in charge do. We send people to go do our bidding for us. That's where they went. That's last I heard. I don't know. I got guys out on the street. You want to go ask people? Go ask people. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I know.
Very good. Thank you very much.
All right, if that's it, get your fat asses out of here. Go.
I like you. Yeah, being a military man, that's my kind of guy. He's my favorite NPC so far.
He's not trying to be nice.
Yeah,
so he did point y'all to on the map. Like I said, this is kind of a crude drawing, not necessarily scale, but the smaller ziggurat over here in this area. That's where he says Viplo has a hut kind of around back behind it. That's kind of where he pointed y'all to.
Let's go.
All right. Give me 1 second.
And before we trigger any undead zombie traps, did we say that we left Justify at the hotel today, or is he with us?
Y'all left who?
Yastava?
No, I'm gonna say he's with y'all. I mean, I know Trevor lost power or whatever, but I'm still gonna say he's with y'all.
Yeah, mine's still kind of in and out. It's like just like in like the lights are dimming for some reason.
Well, I was saying it's 11:40 and we're getting close to a point where we might want to just hit pause here before we continue on this.
Yeah.
Whoops, wrong one. Whoops. Close your eyes. Y'all didn't see that.
No, you had the lighting on. We're good.
No.
Okay, cool.
Don't say anything.
All right. This is where y'all make y'all's way around behind the ziggurat. The bigger house down here at the bottom of the map is what y'all would know as Viplo's. That's the one that I'll say y'all kind of, as y'all made y'all's way here, y'all kind of asked some people, pointed you, and they pointed you on the direction of this is Viplo's house down here at the bottom. Couple of buildings around back. So y'all are behind the small ziggurat. That's Viplo's house. There's another building not far away. This is not as densely populated as the kind of main drag of Old City. You know what I'm saying? As you move further out from Executioner's Run, it gets more spread out, far apart. You know, people aren't as close.
All right. Well, y'all want to wait on Trevor?
Yeah, I was gonna say this might be a good place to hit the pause.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed.
Trevor's gone. I know everybody's a little tired. Man, we've been going over pretty much every night, so this might be a good place to hit pause here.
Yeah, I mean it's a good jumping off point for the next round.
Yeah, because I will say as soon as we hit a point in this part, it's going to be like kind of nonstop battle kind of throughout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure Trevor would want to be here for it.
I want Trevor in his 15-foot reach.
I know,
Ain't that the truth?
right?
Is Polar Master normally 15 feet or is it 10 feet?
So what it is he's got as a racial feature, he's got a 10 feet reach with his arms, and then his weapon is also a 10-foot reach. So he's got an extra 5 feet for his arms and an extra 5 feet for his weapon.
Holy crap.
So he cheats.
You know what I'm saying? So normally if you could only swing 5 feet away, his arms give him an extra 5 feet, and his weapon also
Even
gives
if
him
he
an
just
extra
had
5
like
feet.
a regular sword, he would have a 10-foot reach.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's nuts.
Yeah, so even with just a regular longsword, he would have 10 feet just for his arm length.
I like it.
Yeah, a freaking barbarian with a 15-foot reach, man.
Dude, is he a totem warrior?
No,
Oh, good. You got lucky there.
no, he's path of the
Oh, Ancestral Guardian.
Yeah, ancestral guardian. That's what it is.
Yeah, because the totem warrior at like level 11, I think, they can fly.
Yeah,
So that'd be bad.
Bad for you.
yeah. I've already been thinking about that with your freaking Echo dude about flying.
Hey, technically he can't fly. He can just be placed anywhere I want him to be.
Yeah, I thought at a certain point he can move like 1,000 feet from you. Yeah, there ain't nothing that says he got to be on the ground. I've looked into that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have too. I can't wait for the first 45-foot wall we come to.
Yeah, there's a certain point where you could make that dude be 1,000 feet from you, but he's in the air.
Uh-huh. And with a bonus action, we could switch places.
Yeah, just be careful about that.
Well, I'm about to be 500 feet in my bed, so I'm.
Yeah. I know you're tired from the get-go, man. Get some sleep.
I stayed up late last night, so I'm.
Yeah, we did. Partied hard.
All right, man.
See y'all later.
Later.
See y'all.
Yeah. All right, man. See y'all later.